Hi students, this is week 6 class 1. I'm doing a video of this class because there's some of you that missed it because you had the national holiday on Monday, some of you missed it because you had a sports day on Tuesday. However, I want you to catch up on this work and I'd like you to watch the video and follow the instructions. We're looking at your resume in this class, and it's the third piece of writing that you're doing, and the resume is worth 5 points. So let's get started. Let's have a look at the resume overview. The purpose of a resume is to provide a summary of your skills, your abilities, your accomplishments to your employer. Your resume is a quick advertisement of yourself, and so it should highlight to the employer the areas where you are a good match for the job. The purpose of a resume is to help you get a job interview. You need to have an interview so that you can get hired. This part, the parts of a resume, you need the worksheet for this one, and so I'm going to give that worksheet to you the next time I see you in class. So I'm going to skip this for now. Don't forget next time you see me to ask you to give you this parts of a resume worksheet. It is part of your classwork points. Okay, let's move on. You can do the resume crossword which is in your book. So to fill out this crossword puzzle, you need to go and have a look. You're going to find the answers for this crossword puzzle on page 25 and 26 of your book. So just have a quick read through there and you should be able to find the answers easy enough. Okay, once again, that's going to be one of your classwork points. So students, it's time to get the answers to the crossword. So hopefully you've had an attempt to do this on your own first. But let's go through the clues across. So we're starting with number 5. Not all resumes have a photo at the top. Number 6 across. This is one of the 3 checks you should do before you finish. Punctuation. You should edit your work for any punctuation errors. Number 8 across. Write about clubs and activities that you've been involved in at high school or university. Number 9 across, use high quality paper when you print your resume. It makes it look professional and nice. Number 10 across, use these to list your responsibilities. We're using bullet points. Number 13 across, check the application details to see if you need to give these. References. References are when you list the name of a boss or a supervisor that you worked with. So it's super duper important in Western countries that you do write down the name and phone number or email address of your previous employers. Okay, number 15 across, one of the 3 checks you should do. Grammar. So you should be editing your work and checking for any grammar errors. Number 16 across, use white paper, not colored paper. It's just more professional. Okay, well, let's look at the clues for going down. So we're up to number 1. This should be simple and easy to read. Font. Font means the style of type that you use when you're typing your resume. It should be nice and clear. Okay, number 2 down. Make the resume look attractive. Make it look neat and tidy. Number 3 down. Don't add unnecessary information. You want to keep the resume really focused on your core skills and ability that's related to the job. Number 4 down, highlight each heading or use capital letters. So when you're talking about education, when you're talking about experiences, give nice bold headings for those sections. Number 5 down, add the country code with your phone number. So remember, international code for Korea is +82, and don't forget to drop the 0 before your mobile number. Okay, number 7 down, include your computer skills and language skills. Number 10 down, don't use buzzwords like innovative. So these are just kind of fashionable words. Try to keep the language professional. Number 11 down, one of the 3 checks you should do. Spelling. So when you're editing your resume, check for any spelling errors. Number 12 down, keep your resume to this number of pages. 1. Your resume should really be 1 to 2 pages at the most. Number 14 down, use a simple email address. Okay guys, well done with that. Okay, it's time to start writing your draft 1 resume. So you want to do it in your book on page 28. Now guys, you can get a lot of this information from things that we've already done. So your personal information, a lot of that you wrote on your application form. The objective. Now the objective is really like your future goals. So remember in your biodata, when you wrote about your future goals, I would just write that in your objective here. Education, you've already written about your education in your, job requirements worksheet and your application form. Work experience, you've written about that in your job requirements worksheet and your application form. Honours and awards, you should have been talking about those in your biodata when you listed prizes. Skills, you've talked about your skills and abilities in your job requirements worksheet. You've also talked about it in your book on page 13. And you probably, you would have written about that on your job skills profile as well. And you would have written about it in your biodata. Activities and interests, you wrote about that on your biodata. Okay guys, so you've already done a lot of this information. It's just time now to go and write it in the format of a resume. Now I want you to remember that you can see some really good examples of how to design your resume on page 25, 127, 128 and 129. So go and look at those pages for some examples. That's just a reminder that you can already get the information from these pages. Alright guys, we're finished for today. So 2 classwork points. 1 is for completing parts of a resume worksheet. Now you guys have to come and get that from me. And completing your crossword on page 27. Homework points, you've got 5 points for doing your resume. You're doing your draft 1 on page 28. Please go through that draft 1 and self-edit. That means I want to see your bits of pen, red pen, where you're marking things that need to be improved. Maybe capitals, spelling, punctuation, grammar, just any errors there. Finally, it's time to go and make your draft 2. But this time, I want you to type and print it. So remember to look at those examples in your book and see how they design and format the resume. Make it attractive, neat, and good looking. Guys, all of that work is due to me in week 7. So you've only got about a week to go to get all your stuff together. Good luck. Any questions, feel free to Kakao Talk me, or let's talk about it in next class. All right, bye for now.